Hi everyone. Today I want to talk with you before you start your assignment for Chapter 14 about how to analyze speeches. The reason we're analyzing a speech is because it's very important for you to understand how people influence you, how people persuade you, and the kinds of language that they use. Also, in terms of nationalism, as Americans, we tend to think that that's specifically something that other countries do. So I want you to analyze the speech to see if it's something that happens here as well. In order to help you understand what kind of analyzation I'm looking for, I want to take just a brief minute to explain to you some key terms that often trip up students when we run across this assignment. They're basic terms. You will be learning English or your comp if you haven't already. We're talking noun, verb, and adjective. A noun is quite simply a person, place, or thing. And an adjective is a word that describes one of those people, places, or things. And a verb is an action word. Now, the action doesn't have to be spectacular. It doesn't have to be run. It could be are, something like that. So I want to take a minute to take a look specifically at a paragraph here, just to kind of point out some words. We'll start with this paragraph. It's not the first time that communist tanks have rolled over gallant men and women fighting to redeem the independence of their homeland. So let's take just that sentence. Let's look first at the nouns. Tanks, that's a noun. Men and women, those are nouns. Independence is a noun. Homeland is a noun. So we have these nouns there that speak to us. We have tanks, men and women, independence, and homeland. Those are very strong nouns that are painting a picture for us. Now let's look at the verbs. The tanks did something. Their action was that they rolled. So tanks rolled over these men and women that we were just talking about. And the men and women were fighting. They were fighting to redeem the independence of their homeland. So in those cases, words like rolled and fight, redeem really also add to that picture of what we're getting. We're seeing people who are fighting to kind of take care of themselves, fighting just to survive. Adjectives are interesting in this sentence. We have in the first part of the sentence, it's not the first time. First is technically an adjective that describes time. It's not the first time. But a more interesting adjective here is communist. If we put that in perspective, communism was a threat at the time of Kennedy's presidency, just like we see different kinds of terrorism today. So communist is an important adjective here. Also gallant men and women. These are people, the word gallant is going to mean brave, strong, that sort of thing. So these people are very brave men and women who are just fighting to redeem independence. And then it says of their homeland. There is an adjective in that case because it describes homeland. So if it's their homeland, trying to step for something that all people can identify with. We all have to protect our belongings. So in this sentence alone, we see that the president is using some rather strong language to influence the way we see things. So those are the kinds of things I want you to look for in this assignment. And in analyzing, tell me what you think that the point of it is. Is it to encourage you to believe that the Cubans are strong people, good people, and that their dictator is bad? Or is there something else that you see? So be sure to include that in your analyzation for this project this week.